Okay, guys, I just want to say hello and thank you so much for taking the time this evening to attend this live webinar. I just want to address this one thing before we move forward. I know some people are extremely new to Zoom. I know that we have a lot of new people that's on that maybe don't even know how to hit the mute button, and that's something that we have to work on. But I want that to not be the main focus for tonight. You know why? Because we have something amazing to present to you guys. If you are here for the first time, we're going to blow you away with the information that we have to share with you this evening. But not only that, we want to also talk about some things. And I decided to do something a little bit different today than what I normally do. I want to just go over mainly what to expect when you first join this opportunity and the things that you're going to need to do when you actually get started. Okay. And I think that's important because everybody's like, okay, what's the program about? And then I want to know what is it that I need to do once I get started. So we're going to address both of those things so that when you decide to actually get into the opportunity, you know exactly what to do and you're ready to rock and roll. Okay. This is going to be an opportunity that you're going to need to have anywhere between 10 to 20 hours a week to work this opportunity. We want to make sure that no one is skipping anything when it comes to promoting this opportunity so that you can make the most. Now, right now, we are in our peak season where we get the opportunity to make a ton of money in a very short period of time. And with postcard mailing and opportunities like this, we are able to reach out to a lot of people and not only that, influence a lot of people to join the opportunity. Why? Because it's duplicatable. It's easy to get started, and it's something that a lot of people need because the average person wants an additional income and they want to be able to spend more time with their families. So what we're going to do is we're going to address exactly what this opportunity is all about. And not only that, how to get started and what to do once you get started. Okay. I just want to say this ahead of time. Please get back to the person that invited you to this webinar once this webinar is done. And I would love if you stay till the end of this webinar so that you don't miss anything and you have all of the information and education that you need to make an educated decision once this webinar is complete. Okay. So the first thing that I want to address before we get started is that we had a phenomenal training last night. If you are currently a member and you did not see the training, okay, if you are currently a member, you did not see the training, please ask for the training replay link, okay? You want to take a look at the recording, take down some notes, and take it all in. So far, we have had 3 trainings for this opportunity, and we have one more training coming up before the end of the month. This will be an opportunity where you don't have to guess what to do. It will be no gray areas, completely black and white. Why? Because not only do you get everything that you need through the mail, you're going to also know exactly what you need to do once you are a member, because we have the trainings, we have the Facebook group, we have the chat rooms, and everything is recorded. Okay. So there's no need to wonder or think. Some people's like, oh, is my sponsor going to run off? Things like that. We are here. We're a team. We're a community. This is your team. Okay. So yes, you're going to get your link from the person that invited you. If you've seen this floating around somewhere and someone invited you, try to get to the person that sent you over the information for this webinar so that they can give you their link. That's very important. Okay. So I'm going to do a short presentation about the Cash Building System Unlimited. This thing has taken off and it has actually went viral over the course of the last 3 months. Why? Because again, it's duplicatable and it's something that a lot of people need. But not only that, people are getting results. And the more results people are getting from this opportunity, the more information they're putting out about this opportunity. And that's what we want. We want people to continue sharing the opportunity, whether they're doing it completely online or offline, okay? And whether you're doing one or the other, both work. How do I know? Back in 2016, I started postcard mailing. It was my ticket out from the things that I hated to do, which was work a regular job. I was working a job, a business. I didn't care for the business. and I started mailing postcards. I started learning other ways to promote my postcard business. I was extremely passionate about what I was doing. And within my first 6 months, I was able to make $50,000 in profit with a postcard opportunity. And I went on ahead to double that, triple that, and the rest is history. So for those who are wondering, does this work? Is this an opportunity that I can do? Yes, you can. I did not go to college for this. I didn't, I learned everything right through the internet and from my mentor. So what we're going to do is we're going to mentor you so that you know everything that you need to do when you get started and you're able to execute as quickly as possible, because that's also important. Execution is key. A lot of people, they get into opportunity and they procrastinate. They don't move as quickly as they should. And sometimes they don't even know what to do. So we want to make sure that you implement as quickly as you can. You get your stuff set up. You have everything that you need so that you have success. And then you are excited to tell the next person about this opportunity when that actually happens. Okay. So we're going to do a share screen here. And this is the Cash Building System Unlimited. We are in the beginning of the year. I want to just say Happy New Year to everyone that's out there. This is the time to change your financial future, to have financial freedom, right? And not only that, be able to grow a business from home. They're saying over the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have more entrepreneurs and business owners than we've ever created in history, right? Right now is a time where a lot of people are just taking a hold of their financial future and actually making a way for themselves without having to punch a clock. There are more people now than ever before being able to do this. And this is the easiest time to do this. So if you are on the fence about, should I do it now? Should I wait? Do it now. Do it now. This is our peak season. And this is an extremely easy opportunity to promote as long as you stay plugged in and you are consistent. I'm not saying that this is going to happen for you overnight in a blink of an eye. You do have to put in the footwork. You have to be consistent and you have to be willing to stay connected with like-minded people so you can get the opportunity to know about how the opportunity works and what you need to do and how you need to grow your business. Those things are important. Okay. And I stress this a lot, because I see so many people that come to me and they're failing at their business. They're failing. They don't know what they're doing wrong. They don't know what to do or where to go. And the main thing that I notice is that people are not consistent. Okay. They feel like they didn't spend a lot, so it's okay. Money wasted or whatever. I'll move on to something else. It has to be bigger than that. So what we want to do is we want to get in. We want to get started. We want to watch the training replays. We want to stay connected with the group. We want to talk to our sponsor, right? And see what they're doing. And then we want to just duplicate what's already working. We are not here to reinvent anything, but to just work on what already works, okay? That's one of the things that I love about this business, is that you don't have to go in and you don't have to be crafty and you don't have to really have a certain skill set, and you don't need any of that. Okay. You just have to be consistent with the things that you know, and you need to be able to pick up on what's already happening and just duplicate it. That's it. Okay. That's all you need to do. So I want to say congratulations. We had tons of upgrades, actually received a payment this week for $1,100 in the form of a check. And I also had over $125 in cash from mainly upgrades. Okay. So we had a lot of people that joined and a lot of people that upgraded. They took advantage of the bonuses that we have. And I just want to say congratulations to all those people. One of the things I tell people all the time, you are way ahead of the rest if you have just gotten started with this opportunity, because there's so many people out there that want to get started that will never make the decision to actually start. So congratulations to you. And I'm excited to have you a part of the team. So let's just move on. With this opportunity, we have a postcard. Okay. It's simple to get started. For $50, when you first join this opportunity, you're going to get 200 leads. You're going to get 200 postcards. Okay. This is your initial start for this opportunity. When you get started, You cannot skip phase one. Phase one is pretty much your entry fee to be a part of the Cash Building System Unlimited. So again, for a one-time fee of $50, you're going to get 200 postcards and 200 leads. Then what you can do is you can upgrade to phase two, which is going to allow you to just make more money. You're going to position yourself to make the most. And the reason why this is important is because not only are you just working for yourself, you also have your team working with you. Okay. So every time someone on your team brings someone in, not only do you get paid from your efforts, you get paid from their efforts as well. And that's where this starts to get extremely lucrative. Okay. So I had over $300 that came into me from people on my team that are mailing postcards and promoting, actually getting signups. And yes, the reason why I said that is because a lot of my teammates are basically, they're marketing offline. Okay. And it's slowly starting to trickle and come in, and it's piling up now. Because I've been in 3 months and I've brought in a decent amount of people, they're starting to duplicate by being consistent and being a part of our trainings. Okay. So the levels that we have available at phase two is level 1 through 8. And then we also have a bonus level, which is a one-time payment of $300. These are all one-time payments starting at $100, and then it goes all the way up to $5,000. I tell people all the time, get in where you fit in, right? You don't want to feel like, you know what, I really want to come at the $500 level. I'm not going to start until I get there. No, you want to start where you can and work your way up. If it's going to take you 2 or 3 weeks to upgrade, get in and then upgrade. Why? Because when you upgrade, you're just paying the difference anyway. You don't have to worry about there being a deadline in order to upgrade and pay just a portion of whatever is owed for you to upgrade. So for example, if you come in at the 100 and you want to get to the 500, you still only pay $400, no matter if you upgrade today or you upgrade 6 months from now. Okay. With a lot of opportunities, if you don't upgrade right away, you lose out, and you have to basically pay the full amount if it's after 30 days. With this opportunity, it doesn't work that way. No matter when you upgrade, you're always going to just pay the difference. Not only that, let's just say you came in at the $500 level and somebody on your team came in at the $1,000 level. You still don't miss out, right? So at the $500 level, you're going to still get your $350. It won't be the $700 because you're not at that level, but you still get paid something. Where with a lot of opportunities, if you are not at that level, you get absolutely nothing. So this opportunity is extremely generous. And not only that, they're making sure that you get paid what you deserve. Okay. And again, you don't lose out on anything. So get in, get your stuff set up. And not only that, upgrade as you go. Okay. Whether you're waiting on your next check, you're waiting for your taxes, whatever it is, you're waiting for your first sale to come in, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Upgrade as you go if that's what you need to do. But position yourself to make what you need to make. If it's, I want to leave my job, I just want an additional income. Now, when I talk about positioning, it's like, I want to make an extra $1,000 a month. Well, you don't want to be at just phase one, because only making $25 from each person is going to take you forever to make $1,000 within a month. But if you position yourself at level 2, which is 500, now to make $1,000 a month, you only need 3 people to get in. And that's a huge difference between needing a ton of people, 30, 40 people to get in compared to just 3. So again, we want to position ourselves to make the most, depending on what your goal is and how much you want to make on a monthly basis. I tell people all the time, if you want to win, you have to plan what you want to do and you have to execute. So planning is also about knowing what you want out of this program and executing based off of what you want. Okay, those two things go hand in hand. So another thing, this is one of the postcards that we offer. Our team also has another postcard that you can actually purchase. All of the prices are extremely affordable for these postcards. You're going to be getting them in bulk. And again, if you want to another design, you're able to get another design other than the one that you see here. Okay. So we already talked about the upgrade with the cash building system. We have the fast start bonus, spillover bonus, the upgrade bonus, and then the residual income. So there's basically 4 different ways you can get paid when you come into this opportunity. Again, most of these different bonuses comes with the phase 2 when you decide to come into one of these levels and actually leverage the opportunity. Okay. The other thing is you can pay through the mail, or you can pay via debit or credit card, right? So what I tell people all the time is, if you want to go faster, send it electronically, because mail, of course, is going to take longer. Okay. Not only that, I definitely feel that it's important that if it's anything over $500, that you are in communication with your sponsor until that money hits the company. That's a lot of money. Nobody wants anything to get lost, anything like that. So make sure to stay in contact with your sponsor. Okay. When you get into this opportunity and you receive your postcards, you will get the leads that goes on the front of these postcards. Okay. So the leads, they're pill and stick labels. You're going to get them in an envelope when you get your postcards. Okay. And all you have to do basically is just take your lead, pull it off. Okay. Pull it right off. Oh. And then you're going to stick this right on the front of your postcard. The other thing that you're going to receive is an ID number. The ID number is basically how you get paid. Every single person that's in this company has an ID number. If you just started, it's on the way. You're going to get this ID number via email and also by mail. When you get your ID number, you want to keep that in mind, because that number is going to go on the front of your postcard. Okay. The ID number goes on the front of your postcard along with the label. The other thing I want to touch on, because I get this question a lot, are stamps included? No, they are not. You have to purchase your stamps. Now, they're not regular stamps. They're much cheaper than regular stamps. We're going to get postcard stamps. And we have a way that you can get them discounted. Okay. So that you're not spending a ton of money on them. They're extremely affordable for the amount that you're going to receive. And you will need to put a stamp on every single postcard before you send it in the mail. Now, one of the things that people ask a lot, and I just want to, again, cover these questions, because when you get in, you won't have to ask these questions because we're going to cover them today. Okay. People want to know, how many postcards should I be sending out weekly, monthly, bi-weekly? I'm going to give you 2 options, right? One, based on your income, is how many postcards you're going to send out. Everyone is going to be a little bit different based off of their income. There's some people that can afford to send out 1,000 postcards a week, and there's others that can only send out 100 postcards per week. Okay. I recommend anywhere between 250 all the way up to 500 postcards at least every week or every 2 weeks. So if you, and I'm going to just give you, and the reason why I said that is because, again, it's going to vary from one person to the next. But if you are able to send out 200 postcards a week, that's great, right? If you can't, send out less, right? If you can stay consistent with that, you want to be sending out anywhere between 300 all the way up to 500 postcards every 2 weeks, right? I recommend anywhere between 800 to 1,000 postcards within a month. Now, if you cannot send out that amount, that's fine. Why? Because in our training, we're going to give you other offline marketing techniques that you can use when you are not sending out your postcards. That's going to allow you to move even faster with this opportunity. Postcard mailing is just one way to present this opportunity to people, but there are other offline methods that will help you to go faster, and not only that, fill in the gaps when you are not sending out postcards. That's it in a nutshell, right? So if it's like, I don't know what to do this week because I don't have any stamps to send out my postcard, that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to do other things in between our mailing. So I just wanted to make that very clear. We want to stay busy. We don't want to be waiting for the next check, and we don't have to, because there's other offline methods that you can use that do not require stamps. Okay. So another question that I get a lot, people want to know, what are the conversion rates on the postcards? I think that's a really good question. How much money am I going to make? How many people are going to sign up? Now, that will, again, vary. It depends. So there's a lot of things to take into account, right? And I tell people this all the time. If you are sending out postcards during a holiday, as an example, November and December, right? Your conversions may be less than if you send them out between January, February, and March. The reason why? A lot of people during November and December are spending money during the holidays. So for Thanksgiving, people are spending money for Thanksgiving. They're not only spending money for Thanksgiving, they're spending money for Christmas, right? So people don't have a lot of money to put. They're not thinking about an offline business. So they may not pull the trigger right away. But guess what? That's the best time to send out your postcards, because when January and February comes around, when people are back from vacation and they're back from eating a lot of food, they're back from spending a ton of money, they want to now invest in something, right? So now what they're going to do is they're going to remember, oh, I have this information at home. Let me take a look. So your conversions vary depending on the time of the year. You can have anywhere between 1% all the way up to 3% conversion rates on your postcards. Now, another thing to factor in is when you have your postcards, did you get a website? Because that's another thing that's important. When your information goes out, does it go out with your website information on it? Because whether or not a person wants to work online or not, if they get a postcard in the mail, they're going to check it out online, right? Mostly everybody has a smartphone. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go online and they're going to want to see what the opportunity is all about. Now, are you the person that got the website, or are you the person that opted out for the website? That's going to factor into your conversion rates. Everyone is different. So for me, okay, and I'm just using myself as an example, when I first gotten started with postcard mailing, I got a website. I did, right? That information was on my postcard. That helped with my conversion rates because people were able to reach out to me. They knew I was a real person, right? There's a lot of people that didn't, right? After a year and a half, right, when I started making some money, I started to also promote my business online. Some people decide not to do that, but it does help with your conversions, right? Now I was making money offline, but I just wanted to try something new. And I decided to start looking at the online space. Now for each person, again, it's going to be different. So it's not about, everybody's basing it off of just the leads, but that's not the most important part. It's the setup process once you get your package. That's the part that's going to make you or break you. How are you promoting your business? What are you doing within your business? How many hours do you have? So you got Ross and you got Ann, right? If Ann has 20 hours a week and Ross has 5 hours a week, the conversions is going to be different. The amount of work and effort is going to be different. That's just the way it works. So no two people are ever going to be the same, and everyone's efforts is going to depend on how they actually flourish within the business. That's just how it works. So that's another great question. And I wanted to answer that. Now, some people want to know another question. When I send out my postcards, should I rubber band them and put them in the box? Yes, you can. People are like, should I just send them out loose? No, you don't have to. The mailman knows what this means. You can take it right to your post office. You can hand it to them. You can put it in a box. It really doesn't matter. As long as it has a stamp on it, it's going to get to where it needs to go. Okay. I just tell people all the time is you want to pace yourself. It's not about getting them all out at once. It's about having a game plan and actually executing depending on what your game plan is, right? So like in the beginning, I was like, yeah, everybody, we got to get these out as soon as possible. It doesn't work that way, right? It's about setting up a game plan, having a blueprint, and then sticking to that blueprint so that you don't overwhelm yourself. And then you're not so caught up on postcards that you're not doing the other things that you need to do for your business, like watch trainings, attending trainings, finding out the things that you need because you are just stuck on sending out postcards. Okay. That's really important as well. Some people want to know, do I need a PO box? Okay. I want to go over that. PO box is up to you. How safe is your mailbox? Like, listen, some people live in places where they have their neighbors that's always in their mail. I don't know. Are you that person? Do you trust your neighbors? Do you trust your mailman? Right? If you feel like, you know what, I don't want to take the risk, pay the $75 for the year and get the PO box. Do you need the biggest PO box? No. Get the smallest one that they offer. Okay. If you have anything that comes in that is bigger than your box, they will put it to the side for you. Okay. It's not a big deal. My PO box, they do it all the time. Not my mailman. If it's too big, they hold it for me on the side. They give me a little ticket. I pick the ticket up. I give it to the guy and he gives me my package that didn't fit in my box. That's simple. The only time you're going to get really large packages is when you're getting your postcards in from the company and your leads and stuff like that. So that's the only thing that you really have to worry about. Now, the next thing that I want to touch on is the can I order additional postcards? Can I order additional leads? Right? A lot of people want to know that. Absolutely. Yes, you can. So when you get your package in the mail, there will be a letter in an envelope that you receive in the mail. What you have to do is put a stamp on it, right? So you're going to get one of these, okay, with the company's information on it, right? And you're going to get one of these. And I'm going to read this to you. So let's just say you don't want to upgrade or you're not ready to upgrade for whatever reason. I say upgrade because if you upgrade, it comes with the leads and the postcards. It makes no sense to order them when you could just upgrade depending on what level it is. But if you decide you need to just buy more postcards, the postcards, you're going to get 200 for $20. For the leads, you're going to get 200 for $10. If you get it as a package where you're getting both, you're going to get 200 postcards and names for $25. And then they also have a company, if you want to get them in bulk and get bigger orders, you can also get larger orders than that if you need to. Okay. So here they have a print and mail, and this is for if you want to start out at 1,000 or more. So 1,000 is $90, 3,000 is 130, and then 5,000 is $200, and that's for this is for your postcards, not the leads, but for the postcards. So this is if you want to buy additional postcards and you want to get them in bigger bulk, right? So we have that available. Again, this is going to come in the package with the envelope, right? So what I tell people all the time is if you're going to be consistently ordering postcards, if this is going to be your primary focus for offline marketing, make a copy of this, get a copy of it. And so you always have it. So when you put this in the mail, you have another one, right? You have a backup one. Take this address, write it down so that when you need to mail again, you have the information, okay? This is about being proactive and doing the footwork, right? I tell people all the time, try to be as proactive as much as you can so you don't feel like you're always asking someone about, what do you need to do and blah, 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 blah. So another thing, you're going to also get a letter like this in the mail, and this is basically going to tell you what level you're at, right? The current level is going to be checked off. And it's an upgrade form. So when you're ready to upgrade, you can also send it by mail. And this comes in the mail as well. Okay. So now that we've covered that, we got the P.O. box out the way, all of that good stuff. I want to go back to the presentation. Okay. So also with let me stop for a second. I want to talk about the website, our bonuses. Okay. So this is important as well. What we decided to do, and actually I decided to do this mainly because when I first joined a Postcard opportunity back in 2016, right, I made a lot of mistakes. And I was like, I could shoot myself in the foot, right? Not literally, but yeah, I can. And I'm like, I want to share this information with people so that people don't make the same mistakes. But not only that, people can move as quickly as they can, as quickly as they need to, and they don't have to be discouraged. So we have fast action bonuses. And what I love about this is that this is not only for everybody on my team, but also everybody that's going to be a part of your team. So also your downline, right? When they get their website, they're going to be able to get this information to share with their team, which actually helps a lot. Why? Because when people come into a community, a new business, they want to come into a community where they don't feel alone. And not only that, they know that they're going to get the most out of what it is that they're actually doing, right? The commitment, they're like more committed because there's so much out there to learn and they're actually getting that information. So we do have the offline marketing secrets where I go over different ways that you can promote your business offline. These are ways that I've tried in the past that actually works. Okay. So I'm not giving you anything that doesn't work. These are different methods that you can use that actually works. Okay. We also give you the information for the discounted postcard stamps. Again, we are trying to allow you to save money as much as you can while you are running this business. We have an exclusive Facebook group for paid members only. And this is where we just update people. We introduce new people. If we get payments, we put that into the group. And there's also trainings that's in that Facebook group as well. We offer one-on-one coaching. If you're the type of person you don't learn well when it comes to a group setting and you want something separate just for yourself, we have private coaching available as well. You would just get with your sponsor to get this information. Then we have the resources for success. Again, giving you all of the tools and the knowledge that you need in order to make sure that you are set up correctly right from the beginning. Because no one wants to start business and then have to go backwards because they missed something. Get it right in the beginning. While you're waiting for your postcards, while you're waiting for your stamps, while you're waiting for your leads, you are in a position to set up your business correctly so that when that stuff comes, you are ready to get going. And then we have the Eagles Club, and this is new, something myself and Coach Jenna decided to set up, which is those who come in and pay at $1,000 or higher, or higher. We have the Eagles Club where we'll have high intensive training that's just going to help you increase your traffic and give you different traffic strategies to grow your business. Okay, so this is separate. This is not for everyone, and you have to come in at $1,000 or higher in order to be a part of the Eagles Club. Okay, and that's basically what we offer. And again, when you get your website, this comes with every single website. And these websites are customized to you. So when you sign up, your information is going to be right here, just like my picture, my name, my email, my phone number, my Facebook link. Your information will be here. So this is completely customized to you. You don't have to worry about somebody coming to your website and signing up with somebody else because they're on the front presentation of the website. Okay. And I tell people all the time, whatever your sponsor has, or whatever it is that connected you with your sponsor, you want to find out what they're doing and you want to try to duplicate that process. Because if there was a reason that made you, that drew you to that person, for you to sign up with that person, you want to duplicate whatever that is to have people drawn to you. Okay, I tell people that all the time. Again, we're duplicating. We're asking questions, especially when we have our trainings. We're asking questions. We're going to the chat room. We're asking questions. We're going over the trainings. We're taking notes, right? And yes, it's a one-time fee for the website. There's nothing here that's a monthly fee, right? When you sign up for your packages for a cash building system, every level is one-time fee. Everything is a one-time fee. The only thing that you're going to be paying for, whether it's monthly or bi-weekly or whatever, is if you need more postcards or more leads. You do have to pay for additional with that. But the payments for the opportunity and for the website is a one-time fee. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I want to take some time to answer a few questions, and then I'm going to hand this over to Coach Jenna so that she can talk a little bit about mindset, but not only that, just basically get us rocking and rolling. I want to say, listen, and another thing that I want to say is we're definitely going to have more signups over the next couple of weeks. Why? Because we had a training last night, and a lot of people, what they did was they went ahead and they made sure to advertise the webinar banners. That's extremely powerful. And we've had some people that actually did it. That's why we had 100 people on this webinar. That's important. When you bring people back, it may take them 2 or 3 times to actually pull the trigger, but that's okay. They did it. They took the next step, and that's what's important. Okay. So what we're going to do is, yes, we took action. Yes. Yes, Susan, people actually took action, and that's extremely exciting. That's what we want to do. If we work as a team and work together as one, we will produce more results. But if we have a little bit doing a little bit here and some people doing a little bit here, it's hard for it to add up and actually start producing results. Remember, this is teamwork. This is teamwork. And if we work as a team, we'll have results as a team. Okay. So somebody said, what's the product? Good question. You know what? That was, I meant to put that when I did all of my stuff, I meant to talk about that. So the product, what is the product? Is there anybody that want to answer that question? Because we went over this a lot of times in our trainings. Anybody want to answer that question for John? He wants to know, what's the product? What is the product? Anybody? Susan, postcards, the leads, and the system. Correct. The system itself, right? You're getting digital educational platform that you would not get if you was outside of Cash Building System Unlimited. We are giving you trainings on how to market your opportunity that costs thousands of dollars that you are actually getting with your membership into Cash Building System Unlimited. You're getting postcards. This is a product. This is, look, you feel it? You guys see it? This is a product, okay? This is a part of your package. You could not do business without these, right? Leads cost money. You're paying for them. To get a lead that converts into a sale, you have to pay for that, okay? So that is the product. That's what the product is, okay? You cannot do business without any of this stuff. If you don't have this, if you don't have trainings, you can't do business because you don't know how to. Okay, so yes, that is the product. Okay. And yes, the digital educational platform that provides information and materials to earn a full-time income from home. That's not for free. Okay, that's not for free. Anybody else have any questions? Where do the leads come from? Good question. This information, what you can do is send an email to the owner directly and ask them, where does the leads come from? I'm not for sure. I can't answer that question. I don't know where the leads come from, but you can actually contact the owner and he will be able to answer that question, because I'm not 100% for sure, and I'm not going to see him make nothing up. I don't know where the leads are coming from. I don't know how he's getting the leads, but that's definitely a question for the owner. And guess what? We have access to the owner. The owner, I emailed him today. He emailed me back. You can send him an email. Once you are a member, you have access to the owner of the company. Okay. Now the website, for my website, it's $69, a one-time fee. What you want to do is you can go to your sponsor to find out what website they're using, or you can come to me. You can compare the two and see which ones you like. Everyone is there's some people that are using different websites, right? So what you can do is you can find out what your sponsor use, you can find out what I'm using, you can find out what Coach Jenna is using. And then what you can do is compare the three, whichever one you like the most, or the one that you can afford is the one that you want to go with. Okay. So, and yes, you can use your own domain. We highly recommend that. This is something we go through in our trainings. You will be using your own domain name when you get your website. You're connecting your website directly to your domain name. You don't need to know how to do this. We have a video that's step-by-step that shows you how to do it. Okay. So, yes, you can use your own domain name. Okay. And from Coach Jenna, Jay, the owner of the company, he uses Wilson's List. So Wilson List is where he gets his leads from. Okay. So that's the information that I'm looking at in the chat box, Wilson's List. So somebody says, should I handwrite my ID number or get them printed on the card? What I recommend is getting a stamp, and it looks like this. Yes, I have my stamp. I actually have, you know what, that's what I'm going to do one day. I'm going to go through a training of all my material that I have for offline marketing. Okay, so you guys will know everything that I have. I have a ton of stuff in this office, but this is what I use. You can get one of these directly from Amazon. You get it customized so that, and it comes with a like an ink cartridge, and you can get one of these, and you can have them put your ID number on it, so that all you do is boom, just stamp them right on. Okay, so you want to get one of these, and they last a very long time. Okay, so I highly recommend getting one of these. I have quite a few of them. And they're very inexpensive. So that's what you want to use for your ID. I would not recommend handwriting them onto your postcards. Okay, we do not use a traffic rotation. We do have traffic. We talked about it in our last training, but we do not use traffic rotation, and it's not recommended. Okay. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to address is being a part of a community. Okay. And then I just say this because there are a lot of people that are getting results and that are doing really well. You always want to congratulate other people, the other members. You want to take 15 minutes twice a day to go into the Facebook group in the chat room and just see what's going on, so that you are always in a loop, right? So I just recommend 15 minutes twice a day would be great. So that you're not missing any trainings, that you're not missing any webinars, anything that's important. You're able to actually see what's going on. So 15 minutes twice a day, get into the chat room, get into the Facebook group, socialize, communicate, see what's going on, be a part of. Okay, that's really important. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Sharon. Welcome. I'm happy, late, but you're here. I love that. Coach Jenna, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Can you hear me? Okay, awesome. Amanda, as always, that was awesome. If you enjoyed this webinar, throw some fire chats, some love emojis, because Amanda always brings the passion. This is why I love linking up with you, because you bring the passion, you bring the joy, and we could just tell you love what you do. I love what I do. I love the online space. I love our community. This is the first time you and I have actually locked arms, and we said we're going to build this community, and it shows. Everybody shows up and goes up, right? Yeah. So where energy goes, what is it? Where energy flows, where energy goes, right? Yes. So I absolutely love the fact that everybody does come and do a very good job of showing up into the chat, showing up into the groups, show up to go up. That's right, Lucretia. So what I wanted to go into a little bit was the stick stick-to-itiveness, or the stickability, I call it. When you first start out, I love looking at new people coming into the space and saying, "Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get my package." And I want you guys to always have that euphoric feeling, like as if it's the first day. What happens is we start things and we're so excited. And then, like a couple of weeks into it, we start losing the momentum. I will challenge you all to hold that fire. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a relationship and you're loving your partner and you look forward to a date night, I want you to fall in love with this opportunity daily. And why is that? Because I'm going to tell you something. I've never ever made so much income and such a rapid time with so much fun. Never. I mean, you could be doing anything and you're here tonight. And we thank you for coming out and inviting everyone to come out. But I'm going to tell you, this is nothing short of spectacular. Jay, the owner, like Amanda just said, he's accessible. You pick up the phone call, he returns it. You could text him. Who does that? I've never been part of an opportunity where we're that close to the owner. Okay. If we have questions, just now, Amanda was asking a question, which list? And I knew it, and I typed it, the Wilson list. I asked that question because a lot of people in the community wanted to know, where are they getting the leads from? Now, the postcards convert very well. So you have to come into this with the positive mindset that it's going to work. See, there's two things that people do. They either have fear or they have faith. Where you have fear, faith goes out the window. Where you have faith, fear goes out the window. So have faith that this works. Look at the proof. The documentation beats the conversation.
Yeah.
I came into this space. I'm making, thousands of dollars. Amanda's making thousands of dollars, and I can go on and on. How many people, Daria? And there's so many, I can't even tell you that I see it in the chat. The checks go into the proof room. We put a proof room together so that we can have our prospects go in there and see the results. It's not important for me to make money. It's not important for Amanda to make money, or Susan. I always see Susan putting up her posts too. It's not important for us to make money. It's important collectively we make money, because guess what? We're all interlocking with one another. And as far as congratulating, I don't have to make money off of you to high five you, to celebrate you. It's the vibration of the whole group that rises, that makes the whole group start winning faster and more important and better. So ask yourself, what is your why? What is your purpose? What is driving you? Because your inspiration is great, right? But guess what? Your perspiration is going to make it better, because you have to understand that you're going to get into a dark spot where you're not going to be able to feel like, oh my God, am I wasting my time? Is this really working? And you have to have that tenacity, that drive, that it cannot just be money oriented. There's got to be a real, why are you doing this? For me, it's time freedom. I know already. I've worked a 9 to 5. What does it mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? And so this opportunity, yes, this little $50 opportunity that people will make fun of and say, well, you're still doing that postcard thing? You need to stick to your guns and say, you know something? Yes, I am still doing this. And believe me, there's 8 levels of greatness here. 8 levels. I'm not on 8 yet. Amanda and I are on 6. We're both at 6, but we keep pushing each other. We're going to get to 7. We're going to get to 8. I'm kind of glad I'm not at 8 yet, because the climb is what you want. Once you get to the top and to the peak, believe me, the view is wonderful. But too many of you are trying to rush the process. Too many of you are trying to, get to the finish line without doing the work. Enjoy the sweat, enjoy the journey. This is a remarkable opportunity for you to take a small $50 investment, get a business in a box, and run with it. And I love that because I can tell you I've spent thousands of dollars on opportunities that did not turn out well. And I stuck with them for a long time. Yes, Christopher, 17 months and made over 100,000. That's awesome, Christopher. Yes, that's what I want to hear. 17 months. Stick to it. I'm sure your first week, Chris, was not like that. And the same thing with me. We have to get better at falling in love with this opportunity every single day. I promise you, if you don't let that fire in you burn out, you are going to see not only are you going to be rewarded, but everyone that you share this opportunity with is going to say, I prayed for you. These are the messages I'm getting. I prayed for this opportunity. I prayed for leaders like you and Amanda to come and show us what you're showing. This is something that we want you to be able to share. I call it legacy building. That's what we're doing here. We're legacy builders. We're not just postcard, mailbox, post. Don't diminish what we are. We're building legacies here. I want you to own that. This is not just a $50 opportunity. If we had to go open a franchise tomorrow, each of us would have to have millions of dollars in our bank accounts. And guess what? McDonald's owners, they probably make like $100,000, if that, believe it or not, 100 to 150,000. They don't make a lot of money. Here you have an opportunity the sky's the limit. In fact, beyond the sky. So I wanted to just make sure that you knew that. I am so excited to be part of this opportunity, excited to have linked up with Amanda. The training is always awesome. Invite everyone you know. We do these webinars for you all to grow your team. Invite everyone. Don't tell them too much. Just say, listen, I want you to come and take a look. That's it. Just get them to the presentation. Sometimes we want to be the message, right? Don't be the message. Just be the messenger. Get them to the presentation and just sit back and enjoy it. This is supposed to be fun and make money. On that note, back to you, Amanda. Thank you all for coming out, and get back to the person who invited you because they thought enough of you to get you to this golden opportunity. This is a super fun, super lucrative opportunity for everyone. Everyone can win here. So have the faith, have that stick-to-itiveness, believe it's going to happen for you, and please enjoy the journey. There is so much fun to be had. Back to you.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Jenna. And again, guys, I want everyone also, we're going to have another training coming up like within another week and a half. I want everybody to make a commitment to themselves to be a part of the webinars. This is the fire that we need, right? When in your business, you need that fire. The webinars is the fire. As you see the numbers grow, what you'll notice is that, and you'll start to realize that means the money is growing. That means the team is growing. That means people are winning. So make this an obligation to come out to these Wednesday webinars, Thursday webinars, and not only that, to be a part of the trainings. If you cannot be a part of the trainings for some reason, watch the recorded replays as much as you can, more than once. Take down notes and apply as you go. Get into the chat room, guys. Get into the chat room. But I'm loving this. 100 people. We're at 91 people right now. Again, thank you to everyone that came out this evening. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Game plan, guys. Stay inspired and stay blessed. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great night.